I can tell you that one of my favorite places in the universe to get hot marketing strategies, get ideas, bright ideas, it's on the shower. Basecamp, again, we're not affiliated. It's a real-time project management application. This is very similar to other ones like Monday, and there's other ones that I've never got into. I always been connected with Basecamp just because it was so user-friendly. So ever since I started building an agency, this is how I manage. I used to use an app when I was in my bedsheets days. Some of you guys might have heard about it. It's actually quite user-friendly. And it was a task manager. It was actually a list of tasks. That's all it was. And it's called Wunderlist. We actually upgraded to Basecamp, which is more of a robust project management software that it's very easy to integrate and give access to different projects and assign tasks to people and connect different areas and departments. Is very, very effective for that particular thing. And it's not expensive. So this is a great tool for managing those projects that your organization needs to keep on moving forward with. Again, I always have a running list of things, and that's something that you want to make sure that you have your staff do every day. I can tell you that one of the things that I do successfully that you should actually incorporate, this is actually on a side note, okay? On a side note, every single day when you wake up, if you ask me, what is one of the most successful actions that you've ever done in your business career? Well, every single day of my life, all right? I'm talking about Monday through Sunday, because on Saturdays and Sundays, I had a work routine when I was still building. Aside from having my kids and aside from having my family activities, I still had things that I wanted to get done during the weekend, because that's who we are. Entrepreneurs, we keep on going. We don't have a 5-day-a-week rule. We are on it. Like, we don't have an off switch, right? Because we are pretty obsessed. We like the journey. We like doing what we do. And because of that, we operate Monday through Sunday. Generally, we do. Even when we are, I mean, my wife knows this, right? Like, even when I'm with them and I have to detox from my phone and put it aside, I'm still thinking about it. And I'm like looking for an opportunity to grab my phone and write down things that I want to get done, because I'm always creating in the business. I can tell you that one of my favorite places in the universe to get hot marketing strategies, get ideas, bright ideas, it's on the shower, all right? I cannot have a phone with me on the shower. I tried for a long time. I had a podcast and I used to listen to a podcast while I took a shower and shave and do all those things. I don't want to have you guys start visualizing the ninja having showers, but to give you an idea, right? I, for example, when I'm actually unable to use my phone, I'm generally operating and getting these ideas about what to get done and how to keep on moving forward, right? So every single day, I do something called a battle plan, all right? A battle plan. So what's a battle plan? It's the series of actions that I want to get done that day, all right? Now, sometimes this list can be so big that I'm not going to get it done, but I still want to make sure that I have enough things that I'm going to have to close the computer, not because I ran out of work, but because it was too late and I was done with work for the day. And if you have that, then you're going to keep on moving forward. Again, it's like every single thing that you do gets you one step closer towards your goal. So you sit down and every single morning with your coffee, after your exercise, whatever your routine is, and you make a list of those things that you want to accomplish that day, right? So for example, I want to do a Facebook campaign for a VC product. I want to hire ad manager, write a blog. I want to set up LinkedIn profile. All right. I want to do a Facebook Live. I also want to do a podcast. All right. And I got to evaluate, is it possible for me to do all these things? Well, generally, I would tell you that I would do at least 80% of these things. All right. At least 80% of them. And what happened at the end of the day, so I had to think about everything that I want to get done. So what happened at the end of the day is that I would actually be like, okay, good. So I got this. Now, of course, in the business world, as entrepreneurs, as business owners, fires are part of our world, right? They are inevitable. Fires are going to happen when you least expect them and you need them. I'm running. I got on the call right now with you guys, and I have like seven fires that I wasn't expecting today. Let me give you an example. We're running a big challenge for Dr. Berg. Did I expect to get shut down on our text messaging app because some people, which is kind of dumb because they opted in to be a part of the challenge, and now some people have complained about the challenge, so we got shut down and I have to handle it. It's a fire, right? Fires go in here, right? And they are inevitable, and you got to handle them. And once you handle them, fire gone, you get back to your list. And that's how you operate your daily routines. This is your daily production routine. And you finish all those things. Maybe you do this one. And then whatever you don't do, for example, I didn't get a chance to set up my LinkedIn profile. I didn't do a Facebook Live. Then guess what? Tomorrow, when you start a new day, you move them into your new battle plan for that day. And every single day, you keep yourself moving forward. That's the way it is. Now, with something that I've done, because obviously I can tell you that I have a lot of staff right now. It's a lot of human beings, right? 60 people. I'm going to have like 100 by the end of the year. That's what I'm shooting for. But right now I have about 60. So what I'm doing is that I'm actually incorporating this philosophy with them right now. And these guys have it in place. So some of these guys, they have a desk in which they can write every single day, right? And it's actually a glass desk that they can write. I can show you, for example, here, just because we are live here. And this is totally improvising, right? I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to show you, all right, how our desks look like. What our desks look like. This is what they do. I'm going to go ahead and share my desk, okay? So I'm going to put my camera, point at it. Okay, that's a desk. So what I have them do is that every single day, they are actually, some of them, because some of these guys, they have their own system set up, right? So right here, we have the battle plan, okay? And I have a desk in which these guys, and I'm making it mandatory, these guys can write down. For example, Jesus is here on the call listening to us, right? And he writes his, he's one of my copywriters, one of my best copywriters in the agency. And he sits down and he writes down a list every single day of what he's doing. So what that allows me to do also at the same time as a leader is I know he's working on email, all right? He's working on client ABC count. He's also working on, he's doing a blog on the Pixel, right? Based on the content. Maybe he's also doing a new, oops, that's a flight that I have coming up. Maybe he's also working on a sequence in ManyChat for ABC, all right? So he has a list of his actions every day. And the next day, as he gets them all scratched off, the next day he comes, he cleans it up, and then he transfer over the ones that he didn't complete into the next day. So we have a running battle plan of activities. So if you guys want to do something that is a successful, very important strategy for being able to keep moving forward and incorporating routines for your staff, you got to make sure you get something like this done. All right. That's going to be an essential part of getting a lot of production out of these guys. So I've tried to put that in place with my staff. Some of these guys have a notebook and they have their running record. And some of these guys use a desk. Some of these guys have a whiteboard like this. We have walls that they can paint on. Actually, my agency that is being actually remodeled as we speak, all of the walls, you guys will see more of them. Some of you guys might have seen some of the videos that we've done on social media showing you how it looks. But all of the walls are going to be made out of glass and you can draw on. So I'm going to try to make sure that we have this philosophy across the board. When you do that, you know there's actual tangible production happening across your organization every single day. And that's what it's all about. So that starts with you as a leader and anybody under you. A daily battle plan is an essential part of keeping the show on the road. I don't know how many of you guys are doing that, but if you're not doing that, you should definitely get that done. All right. So again, Basecamp it's kind of like a battle plan, but it's not a daily battle plan like we're talking about. It could be set up like that, but that doesn't replace your actions that you're writing that you want to get done every single day. All right. So you want to get this done because that way you can actually start including in your Basecamp projects all those things that are particularly task and everything that is detailed inside that task that has to do with that task. So anybody can go in there and get it done very easily. So we use it to keep track, record, and post updates regarding project clients or agency activities. I mean, in our case, as an agency, we give our clients access to their Basecamp so they can see what the agency is working on as we speak. You can upload and save files such as CSVs, PDFs, etc. So Basecamp also allows you to assign projects that we talked about in tasks to employees and monitor their status, assign deadlines, and you can add detailed notes about the project. With Basecamp, you break up your work into separate projects. Each project contains everything related to the work at hand, all the people involved, every discussion, every document, file, task, important date, everything, okay? So why am I talking about this so much? Because these tools are management tools that you need to put in place in order for anybody that you bring into your organization to be able to produce and give you value. Because otherwise, people are going to be going for a lot of random productivity and a lot of coping, and you're going to end up missing out on a lot of talent that you didn't actually handle correctly because you didn't know exactly how to. So unlike using email, where everything starts out disorganized and you must constantly manage the chaos, Basecamp keeps everything organized by default. Things are always where you expect, and it's obvious where to put stuff. Not like, let me find out this email. I know there was an email thread going on at some point about the subject of onboarding. Well, let me see if I can find it. Google search onboarding. It's a mess. Not like that. So you want to be organized so you can actually handle your staff better. So that's Basecamp. You can see here inside every project, all the tools team needs to get work done: to-dos, message board, schedule, docs and files, group chat, automatic check-ins. And now when you do, for example, like a check-in, the way that I did it, I'll give you guys a tip as you're building your team. I build in Basecamp check-ins that ask people, okay, so hope you had a great day. Before you log out, what did you learn today? And that way I ensure that my philosophy, my company culture of making people learn something new every single day was put in place. So there was a check-in that would ask them every single day, what did they learn today? That's an example of an automatic check-in that we put in place. So now we have this big feed of people commenting what they felt was the most valuable thing they learned that day. And now everybody's learning along the way. We're collaborating, we're learning from each other.